Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to rotate a video in Expo React Native for iOS. So let's get started. Alright, so the next thing is we will have to create an Expo React Native project. So you can go to this particular URL to choose a template of your own choice. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very minimum boilerplate code. Also it uses TypeScript. So what I will do is that I will just copy this particular command, but you can change the template to whatever you feel like. So I'll just copy this particular command. Then inside your terminal, just go to your workspace directory and just paste this particular command. It will ask me for my app name. I will just give it some generic app name. Let's just wait. So I will just give it as my app. Okay. Once this is done, it will create a project for us and it will do all the npm installation for us. So what I will do is that I will just open my app. So I'll just copy this. So this is the project which we have created, so I'll just open it inside VS Code. Alright, so this is open. Next, if you see inside our project, there is no Android and iOS folder. So we need to create those folders because we will be writing some native code, right? That's why we need to create those folders. Also one more thing which I want to inform you guys is we'll have to create a separate native module as well. Even though we have created those Android and iOS folder, we won't be writing some code inside it. We will be writing our code inside a separate native module. So firstly, you will have to go to this particular URL and I'll paste it over here. Okay, then the next step is to generate the iOS folder. So for that we have to come to this URL. Then we just select this iOS device which we have. Then here I select development build, and here I disable ES as well. I have already installed Xcode as well as Xcode command line tools. Then I have already updated installed Homebrew, installed Watchman. Then we have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this, and after that I will just cd to my app. So I'll just do this, then I'll just paste this command. So this will take little bit of time, so be patient. Once it will just do npm install some dependency, then we have to just copy this particular command. So this will actually create the iOS folder for us. So this command has finished, so I can just paste something like this. Previously this particular command used to ask me for my Apple bundle identifier to type it out, but now they are giving some anonymous bundle identifier, which I am not really a huge fan of. But anyways, again, this is just a development project, so I'm not really bothered about this bundle identifier. But if you want, you should change it if it is a production app later on through Xcode. Now this CocoaPod installation will take little bit of time, so be patient. Right now, once the CocoaPod installation is done, it is asking me to run it on my device. I won't run it now, so I'll just press Ctrl C. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to copy this URL and open it inside a browser. So I have already opened it. If you want, you can go through this documentation. I'm not going through it. I will just show you what steps we need to run. So firstly, you can just copy this particular command and paste it over here. Once you have just paste your command inside your app, it will ask you some questions. So I will just enter. I'm not changing anything. So again, this will take little bit of time, and if you see over here, it has created the modules folder for us. So the next step is, so here I have created one sample project from which I will be copying a bit of code. So don't get confused, the name of the sample project is second. So I will just open the app.tsx from my sample project. Then I will just copy everything from that and I'll just paste it over here. So I will just copy this. I will go to app.tsx over here and I'll just paste it something like this. Okay, but firstly, before I show you my app.tsx code, we have to install few dependencies. So first you can open this image picker dependency which I have. So I will just open it over here. Then we also require this React Native video dependency. So for that I have opened this to documentation. So this Expo image picker dependency, because we need to pick videos from the user's device, right? So we will have a button, the user will click on it, it will ask the user for pick his or her device, and then we will transform that video, save the video to external storage, and then play that transform video inside our app. So to pick videos, we will make use of this Expo image picker library. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this. I will go to my app. I'm already inside my app in my terminal, and I'll just run this particular command. So it will install that dependency for us. And we also need to add this plugins folder which you see. So I'll just copy this, and I will go to app.json over here, and here you can see this is my Expo, right? So I will just add a comma after this, and I'll just paste it. And we require access to videos. You can change this message to whatever you feel like. I'll just use something like this. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have to install this React Native video library. There is Expo video library as well, which has just released. If you want, you can use it. I'm more comfortable with React Native video, but any dependency is fine. To install this, we can just copy this, and I'll paste it over here again. Now for so once this is done, okay, so this is done as well. Now for iOS, what we have to do is we have to open this particular drop down and just scroll down, and okay, you just click on this Expo plugin, and we have to add this particular bit of code. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. Oh sorry, I didn't copy it properly. So I'll just copy this. We already have this plugins one, so we don't need that, and I'll paste it over here, and I'll just remove this as well as this. So yeah, that's it for iOS. Okay, the next step which we have to do for iOS is we also need to do pod installation. So I'll just copy this particular command. I'm inside my app again, I'm not inside my iOS directory, and I'll just paste this. We have to do pod installation because we firstly have created this native module of modules, and we also install this inside our package.json. We install this, right, image picker as well as this React Native video. That's why we again have to do pod installation. So let it finish. Once that is finished, I'll come back. Right now let me explain you my app.tsx. so basically here I am importing text, touchable, opacity as well as view. Here I have imported Expo image picker as well. Here is our use effect and use state from React. I'm also importing React Native video, and this is the module which we had created. That's what I'm importing as well. I have created one use state. So once we click on a button, it will open the video picker for us. We will select a video, we'll send that video URI to the transform method which we will be writing soon, and that transform method we will give the updated URI for which the audio it will give the updated URI for which of the transformed video. Okay, that we will be saving it inside the set video URI. So ignore this use effect for now. I'll just show you the view code. So here is our button. On click of it, we are opening the Photos app with all the videos inside it. Once the user selects a video, we get the URI out of it, and we just pass this to our transform video method. Now we need to define this method. So for that, you will have to go to my module src my module.ts, and here you have to define this as a transform video method which takes a URL as well as a string, and it returns promise void. Now once it has finished, the output will come over here inside use effect. So we are listening for this output. Now this on change listener is already added once you create a Expo module. So if you want to see, you can go over here. Here you can see it has we don't need this, sorry. Here you can see this has already created this change event payload, and here is our my module events. Okay, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, so here once we get the data from our transform video method, so this one we will get the video URI over here, and I'm just assigning it to our set video URI method use state. Okay, then once this is not equal to empty, then only I'm displaying our video component and playing our video. All right, next we have to write the actual implementation for our transform video inside iOS. we'll have to go to my module.swift file. Okay, there is one more thing which we need to do first. Go to the main iOS folder, go to my app, and here inside info.plist you will have to add this particular permission as well. So I will just add this. So we need this permission because once the video has been transformed, then we need to I want that video to be saved to the Photos app as well. That's why we require this particular permission. So yeah, you can just copy paste this permission as well inside info.plist. The next thing which I have done is that I just go to our modules, my module, go to my module.swift file, and here firstly we will have to import photos because we will be saving the rotated video to our Photos app once it has rotated. So and this final URL is because we need to send the URL back to React Native side as well of the rotated video. Then this is all this boilerplate code is present by default. I am not touching any of this, but after this particular view ends, I have created our method called transform video, and we take the URL from React Native side, we convert it to a proper URL, then we pass it to our transform video method, which actually rotates our video and give us the updated URL. I'll show you this method in a bit, but before that, once we have the URL of the rotated video, we just check for permission from our Photos app. If we have it, then we save it to our Photos app over here. If not, then we just print error. But here you can see once it is successful, I'm sending the updated URL back to React Native side as well. Now be careful, this updated URL is not of the saved video of the inside the Photos app. It is this only updated URL. I mean, you can get the URL from the Photos app as well, but it is little bit tedious according to me, and it would increase our code a lot. That's why I'm not really showing it to you. In case if you are interested, do let me know in the comments. I'll make a separate video about that. But yeah, that's what we are doing over here. This is the code for checking whether we have the Photos permission or not. If not, then we just ask for the Photos app permission, and this is the method for rotating video. So firstly we will have take a video URL, then we get hold of our file manager, we create a AV URL asset, then we just do asset.load tracks passing our media type of video, and then we get the natural size. If the height is equal to width, then we can't really rotate it, we just return it back. If it is not, then we just create AV mutable composition, we just do cm time make, and if the natural size of if height is greater than width, then we send width, otherwise we set height. Then we set the render size as CG size make. Then we create this instruction of AV mutable composition video instruction. Then we get the duration of our video, how long it is. Then we just set the time range as well from 0 to whatever is the duration of the video. Then we create our transformer AV mutable video composition layer instruction. Then we do a CG affine transform make translation as well. So here we just pass the height, then we differentiate width minus height, and then divide by 2, so provided the minus sign, and then we do a final transform. So here we just do CG affine transform rotate, pass the T1 into it, and here you can see that I have hard coded this to be 90 degrees. You can change this to whatever you feel like. You can also send this value from React Native side, just like we are sending the video URL. But yeah, double.pi is 180 divided by 2, 90 degrees. Then we just set our transformation, set the layer instruction, set the video composition instruction as well. We set an export path, set the export URL, and then we check if the if file with same name exists. If yes, then delete that file. Then we just do AV asset export session, then set the video composition to it. Then we set output URL, set the output file type as well, and then we just call export. Then the final URL is exporter.output URL and return the final URL back. So yeah, that's it. Now I'll simply scroll through this code again. In case if you have missed it, feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy the code. So yeah, that's it. Now I'll show you guys the output. So firstly I'll go to my app. Sorry, it is already playing some video, so I'll just reload it. This was just part of my testing. So I have this button called pick video, and I will just click on it, and here you can see I only have one video, so I'll just select that particular video. And now this might take little bit of time, but given that this was only 15-second video, so it was pretty quick. But if it is a very long video, you need to show a progress bar. Unfortunately, I couldn't find out how to get the actual progress of the transformation for iOS, but here you can see the video has been rotated. I'll just play the video for a few seconds. Anyway, so this is our video is saved, and if I click on pick video again, here you can see now there are two videos, and the first video, as you can see, is rotated. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.